Hello students, from this lecture we are starting chapter 7 Evolution. It is a part of our unit 2, that is genetics and evolution. So out of 3 chapter of this unit 2, its last chapter 7 Evolution. In this chapter we are going to study about origin of life, evolution of life forms, then evidences of evolution, adaptive radiation, biological evolution, mechanism of evolution, Hardy-Weinberg principle, evolution account, and origin and evolution of man. First of all, we are starting with origin of life. Actually, evolutionary biology is the study of history of life forms on earth. As we know, at the time of origin of earth, there was no atmosphere, no availability of water was there. So what is exactly evolution? To understand this phenomena, the changes in flora and fauna, it means plants and animals, it took long time, million years on earth, and this science actually that is evolution is to understand about the origin of life on earth, or evolution on earth also we can say, about animals and plants. Origin of life, actually it's a unique event in the history of universe. Our universe is very old. If we consider approximately time period, it is 20 billion years. Now various scientists, philosophers, they propose various theory about origin of life on this earth. Some theories were accepted and some theories were rejected at that time also. So let's study some theories related with origin of life proposed by various biologists or scientists. First of all, Big Bang theory. This theory, Big Bang theory, attempts to explain to us origin of universe. So this way, by studying this theory, we can come to know about origin of our universe. As per this theory, it was believed that at the time of origin of universe, actually it was a singular huge explosion in physical terms. Our universe expanded this way and the temperature came down. At the time of origin of universe, it was very high temperature. No life was possible at that time. No atmosphere was available at the time of origin, and gradually, step by step, this universe expanded and temperature came down. After that, gases like hydrogen and helium, they form later world. So this way, first of all, a huge explosion, then temperature came down, and this gaseous form they are formed. After formation of this hydrogen and helium, the gas is condensed under gravitation, and this way galaxies of present type of universe, it was believed that it was formed this way. So after condensation of this gases, the formation of galaxy was possible. If we talk about our solar system, the solar system of the Milky Way galaxy, Earth, was supposed to have been formed. The time period, approximately duration, is 4.5 billion years back. As we know, at that time there was no atmosphere available on this earth. There was no gaseous form was available, no water, no minerals. So no living organism existed at that time on earth. Then gradually water vapor, methane, carbon dioxide and ammonia released from molten mass covered the surface. So after origin of this type of earth, our universe, gradually gas is condensed first, then water vapor, methane, CO2 and ammonia release. Sunlight was available at that time, and various rays are there in sunlight, various frequency. UV rays from the sun broke up water. It means that this H2O molecule at that time broke up by UV rays and it was converted into hydrogen and oxygen. So the breakdown of water or H2 molecule was possible and the lighter H2 hydrogen escaped. After that, O2 oxygen combined with ammonia and methane to form water, carbon dioxide and others. So we can say, first of all, at the time of origin there was no atmosphere available, no gases or water form was there, but gradually these changes occur. After these changes, the formation of water, carbon dioxide, other gases was possible. It means that is sign of that origin of life on this earth. Gradually ozone layer was formed. Afterward, temperature fall down. As is cooled, the water vapor fell as rain. It means that rainfall then afterward available. It means that the depression and form oceans and the availability of water at that time. If we talk about first form of life appeared on this earth, it means the origin of actually life, living organism. It was appeared 500 million years after the formation of earth. Just imagine it. It was after 500 million years after the formation of earth. It means that almost 4 billion years back. Some philosophers, thinker and actually belong from Greek. They thought units of life called spores, they were transferred to different planets including earth. So this was some belief at that time by different thinkers or philosophers about origin of life form on this earth. One of these, that is panspermia, is still a favorite idea for some astronomers also. Then after long time it was also believed that life came out of decaying and rotting matter. It means that it was believed that life, living organism, they form from this type of non-living material available like straw, mud, etc. And this theory was actually about spontaneous generation. Then Louis Pasteur, you are aware of this name of scientist. As per his belief, life comes only from pre-existing life. It means that before the formation of life or living organisms on this earth, it was possible that they arise from pre-existing life. He showed that in pre-sterilized flasks, life did not come from killed yeast. This experiment was performed in laboratory condition, but in another flask open to air, new living organisms arose from killed yeast. So, two type of experiments were compared by Louis Pasteur. One of this, that pre-sterilized flask in which life did not come from killed yeast, but same way another flask which was in open air, new living organisms arise from killed yeast. So this is the possibility of life form from pre-existing one. Spontaneous generation theory was dismissed once and for all. So this way the theories proposed by various philosophers or scientists all were not accepted at that time. Oparin, which is a Russian scientist, and Haldane, he is from England, it is a scientist. Both collectively proposed that first form of life, it means that which was available in this universe on our earth first time living organism, it could have come from pre-existing non-living organic molecules. As we know, in our body various organic molecules and inorganic material is there, and as per their belief, life arises from pre-existing organic molecule, actually which is not living one, non-living material, and we can say they are like RNA, protein and some other. And that time formation of life was preceded by chemical evolution. This chemical evolution, it means that formation of diverse organic molecule from inorganic constituents. So as per this theory, actually it's a one type of chemical evolution. It means that gradually changes occur in organic molecules, inorganic molecules, and then life form was possible here. Condition on earth at the time of origin, actually it was actually high temperature, volcanic storms, reducing atmosphere containing CH4, NH3 and some other. So at that time origin of earth, these were main conditions observed. According to this theory related with origin of life proposed by various scientists, as we know now, only few were accepted and others they were rejected. Millers is one of the scientists. At that time he was actually theory proposed by Millers by performing experiment. It is important to study here. This scientist in 1953 named S.L. Miller, actually he was an American scientist. He created similar condition in a laboratory scale. This similar condition means this condition they were actually observed at the time of origin of earth, and he tried to create such a type of condition in laboratory. Then he created electric discharge in a closed flask which was containing CH4, H2, NH3 and water vapor, and the temperature was provided, that is 800 degree centigrade, and observe the formation of amino acids. It means that this all condition is created in laboratory, created electric discharges in a flask, and this flask was containing CH4, H2, NH3 and water vapor, and the temperature provided, and that was 800 degree centigrade, and formation of amino acid was possible. Then some other scientists also proposed various experiments regarding the same topic. Similar experiments others, they observed that formation of sugars, nitrogen bases, pigments and fats also. Then analysis of meteorite content also revealed similar compound, indicating that similar processes are occurring elsewhere in space. It means that they tried to prove that such a type of condition was available at the time of origin of earth, and gradually some changes occur and various life forms like plants and animals, they arises or develop on this earth. If we talk about chemical evolution, now you are aware of what is chemical evolution here. The theory is proposed by various philosophers. This chemical evolution was more or less accepted. So more of the scientists, biologists, they were in favor of this theory actually, and which is based on chemical evolution. Now let's understand Miller's experiment by its diagrammatic representation. As we know, the scientist named Miller, he tried to create the condition in laboratory which was similar or same to condition which was observed at the time of origin of earth. First of all, there was no availability of atmosphere, no availability of water or gases, and that's why no living organism or life form were possible at that time in this condition, and temperature was also very high. So he tried to prove and create such a type of condition in laboratory. He took a flask, and in this flask actually the content was CH4, NH3, H2O and H2. So it's a combination of this type of material. Then electrodes were attached this, and this spark discharged in this conical flask. Then gradually the chemical that processes take place, and the boiling water actually it's one side. So actually suggests that at the time of this origin of earth the temperature was very high. Condenser you can see in this figure, water in and water out, this type of condition was created in laboratory. Then water containing organic compounds and liquid water in trap. So by providing such a type of condition in conical flask, various fusion of these gases, he tried to create the condition on this type of mechanism as per his experiment and created in laboratory itself. This Miller experiments is actually give us idea about the condition at the time of origin of earth. When we talk about first non-cellular form of life could have originated, it is believed that the approximately time period is 3 billion years back, when the first non-cellular form of life could exist. There would have been giant molecules. Giant means the polymers like RNA, ribonucleic acid, polypeptide, it means proteins, and polysaccharides and some other biomolecules. These capsules reproduce their molecules perhaps. It means that reproduce means generation of their own type of material. It's a sign of the form of life form, living one. First cellular form of life did not possibly originated. It means that the time period is considered here is about 2000 million years ago, and it is believed that it's perhaps probably it's a single cell. As we know, on this earth first of all unicellular organism arises, and then gradually from unicellular organism single cell organism by changes take place and multicellular organism, and nowadays the highest developed organisms like plants and animals are developed on this earth. This all life forms were in water environment only, because at the time of this origin of earth actually the available condition is actually life begins. It is believed that it was in the form of aquatic life. This version actually biogenesis means theory which is suggesting about the origin of various life forms or living organism on this earth. According to it, first form of life arose slowly through evolutionary process, and actually it was from non-living material or non-living molecules is accepted by majority. If you talk about human body and some higher organism also, actually we possess various biomolecules. These biomolecules are like carbohydrate, proteins, lipids, polypeptides, and DNA, RNA. So when the time of origin of earth, the life begins from its very simplest form. It means from unicellular organism. They were not well organized. They did not possess any organelle system, tissue system and other higher organism system. But through this condition, so at the time of origin in earth, from this non-living molecules they combine and form the condition in which a living organism can form or origin of life may be possible. So gradually this type of changes occur and it was possible to form from unicellular to multicellular organisms. Now once formed, how the first cellular form of life could have evolved into the complex biodiversity of today is the fascinating story. For this purpose, actually various scientists propose various type of theories for origin of life on this earth, and we can understand now when temperature was not favorable or atmospheric condition was not available, at that time there was no life form was possible on this earth. But gradually the temperature it fell down, the water vapor was available, condensation of gases was possible, then rainfall, gradually water was available, carbon dioxide, hydrogen, H2O, various gases, ozone layer developed, they built various gases, develop our atmosphere, water was available. So first life, that was aquatic life, arises, and the life begins actually from unicellular organisms, and gradually by evolutionary changes from this simplest structure complex structure was formed, that is the complex biodiversity of life, and various plants and animals, this way they develop from the simplest structure. So we can say that at the time of origin of earth, gradually the condition, they were changed condition, and from non-living material, non-living molecules, inorganic molecules, organic molecules were formed, then all possibility created, which is actually it should be available for possibility of living organism. Gradually from simple life form, the complex life form, they were created. It means that from unicellular or single cellular organism, then multicellular organism develop. So this way we can understand about the origin of life on this earth.